Now, these are clips coming in from the documentary, Unacknowledged, and we just watched the entire film. It comes in a few acts, but I want to tell everybody this movie comes out worldwide May 9th on all platforms via the internet. Right now, you could order it right now, tonight, anytime you want on iTunes. It's available. And it's going to be coming with 5 hours of exclusive bonus content if you purchase it on iTunes.
I am prepared to state that I have been at locations where craft of unknown origin that did not originate on the face of this planet was there. I am prepared to state that while I was there, we saw living, dead bodies of entities that were not born on this planet. We had what they referred to as interfacing with those entities.
Yeah, we just watched the advanced screening via The Orchard, who is distributing this documentary, and we want to thank The Orchard for sharing this with us. And they wanted us to give a review of what we thought of this entire documentary. And I gotta say, there's a few acts in this movie, and I want to start off with Act 1, and we're going to go through the acts as we watch it.
And these are folks who have been involved in so-called black budget or covert unacknowledged projects.
And he says, no, we don't tell the public about this. It would panic the public.
These unacknowledged special access projects are taking in at least $40 to $80 billion per year. And they are sitting on technologies that can change the world forever.
Where we are today in regards to this UFO phenomenon, the cover-ups, major intelligence that knows about the phenomenon and who's covering it up and why. There's a lot of really cool interviews with historic representatives of government. We have astronauts, we have major generals coming forward, and presidents coming forward explaining that the phenomenon needs to be divulged to the people in some way or form.
One of my biggest disappointments over the last 25 years is those who lack the courage of their convictions. If 1% of the people who I've talked with, met with, or briefed had that courage, this would have all been fixed long ago. I have always told them, if you won't do it, I will. So here goes.
Right, so far, what do you think of this movie, Disclosure? We're going to talk about Act 1. Act 2 is coming up, but in Act 1 of this documentary, historical value, Brent.
Blake, what I like about this, we have some of our friends actually producing this film. We got Jim Martin and Grant Ibrahim. Thumbs up for an excellent job on this doco right here. The first act really explains the history. It's a 101 in UFOs, and Dr. Greer basically is making a statement halfway through the film. It really gets exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. It kind of draws you in right from the beginning, and then they bring on Act 2 on you, and then things get quite wild. Can the government keep a secret? Well, as a matter of fact, they can, and they could hold that secret for a long, long time. Some people say, no, the leaks on UFOs would be out already if the government knew about this. But what they are saying here in the Unacknowledged, in Act 2, they compel the listener and the watcher with all kinds of evidence of secret government operations that's been going on for decades. and they are finally revealed to the public for the first time recently. The NSA was a government operation that pretty much people thought it really didn't exist, and now it's out. There's so many other examples they put in this secret question if they could keep this unacknowledged information from the public. Well, they make a really fair case that they certainly can. Brent, what do you make of this Act 2? Because I think this is one of the great things about this documentary is that they're proving to us that the government can hold a secret for a long, long time.
Absolutely, but I think Dr. Greer and the team are exposing the secret, and the cat's out of the bag, really. This documentary gives a lot, and I think it's going to help with the ufology world. Everybody's a participant, and this doco is really going to thrust things up forward on disclosure.
The documentary takes a dark turn in regards to cover-up of this evidence. People threaten about exposing the truth, people's names written on a bullet, and it gets quite daunting for a lot of these whistleblowers coming forward in this documentary, and there's a lot of risks being taken, Brent.
Like, even presidents aren't safe, and they don't want to say anything. They know what's good for them. Basically, they might have that bullet too. That's really the scary part.
It's about need to know. It's about need to know. And if you know something and you want to blow the whistle, well, they have your number. Apparently, people are afraid in our governments coming forward. In this documentary, Unacknowledged, it really gets down to it. So, in my opinion, whether you believe in the UFO phenomenon, this documentary proves for a fact that there is cover-up. There are people out there within our governments trying to get to disclosure as high as the president, but are being denied by the people at the top of the need-to-know basis. So, Unacknowledged, in my opinion, you got to watch it, because I don't want to give away the last few acts and how this documentary goes, but you will be surprised in the information you'll learn from this documentary. Any last words, Brent?
Like, Dr. Greer produced a good doco, and we look forward to more information from Mr. Greer, and we're going to get him on the show here real soon, so we look forward to that as well.
Absolutely. Stay tuned for more updates right here at Third Phase of Moon with an exclusive interview with Dr. Greer coming up. So remember, it's going to be available May 9th on all platforms, but if you want to see it right now, go to iTunes. Unacknowledged is available. Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies. Thanks for joining us. And again, thanks The Orchard for sharing exclusive video from the documentary itself. Blake Cousins, we'll see you again next time.
How do you keep something secret? You hide it in plain sight.
July 8, 1947. The flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
If you look at the document sent to J. Edgar Hoover, 3 so-called flying saucers had been recovered in New Mexico. It has become the #1 document viewed on the FBI website.
There have been ET visitation, and people have been attempting to conceal this knowledge.
We actually did recoveries of bodies that were involved with some of these crashes.
I said, well, you're going to tell the public about it? And he says, no, we don't tell the public about this.
There became to be this bifurcation, this separation between legitimate national security and military operations and the deep black programs that are unacknowledged. If people think that it's just the UFO issue, they're gravely mistaken.
This is one of the ultimate secrets that needs to be exposed.
If there was a project that was illegal, the president doesn't know it's occurring, who's going to stop this from happening?
The moon of Mars. There's a very unusual structure. When people find out about that, they're going to say, who put that there?
These deeper black programs have the technology to hoax an alien invasion. They could do it, and they could do it in a way that's 100% believable.
It's very easy to set up a false flag operation, concoct all kinds of false information. They have people embedded in all the major media to change and affect stories. If you tell anyone about this project, this bullet has your name on it and it will find you.
The strategy was that first the Russians were the enemy, then terrorists would be identified, then third world country crazies. The last card is the alien card, and all of it is a lie. A lie.